Donald Trump's bruised hands have triggered a health panic. Many have predicted that a Donald Trump 2025 health event would be the defining story of this year. And we now have growing concern about Donald Trump's bruised hands. Trump has a noticeable large bruise on the back of a hand. This became notable in the middle of these kind of handshake battles that Trump is known for. This time it was indeed with French President Emmanuel Macron. Trump calling attention to his hands with this kind of thing that I am going to play for you here. And this led to photographs where people started looking at Trump's hands and said, what on earth is going on there? Now, to be very clear, this is speculation. This is one of the least transparent administrations, and we are all left to speculate about something that simply doesn't make medical sense unless something is being hidden. Now, first of all, if you watch the video or you see the photos, this is not a typical spot where you would bump something and get a bruise. I'll give you an example. When my daughter had a throw up, as she likes to say, and in a panic, I ran to get a bowl, the door of my dishwasher was open and I smashed my shin against it. And many of you I know that pain. That led to a bruise on my shin. It's a typical spot where you would end up with such a bruise. The back of the hand is not a typical spot. It's not what would get caught in a door. It's not what would get banged by something. Generally, when you get a bruise there, we ask other questions. Now, some celebrities and high-profile people are on these recreational IVs for energy boosts or vitamins or whatever else. Maybe that's what happened. Trump's 78 years old. Sometimes people bruise more easily as they age. And if he's getting these recreational IVs, you get a bruise, right? That's not exactly a scandal. It's basically a part of the kind of strange world of intravenous wellness treatments. I know somebody where every time they travel, they land in a new city, they immediately find an IV company that does in-home service. They say it helps their jet lag. I get this neon green B12 infusion. Okay, fine. So maybe that's the explanation. Now, of course, others have pointed out that that is a typical spot for IV-related bruising, and that can often connect with much more serious medical reasons. There could be regular blood draws because of some condition Trump has that we haven't been told about. It could be related to something like blood thinners. It could be because Trump is receiving some kind of IV treatment. We have no official statement from the White House regarding the bruising at this point in time. The only things we know are Trump and Macron indulged in the handshake games. Trump's hand shows a dark discoloration, maybe even apparently covered by some makeup. It's not only that they haven't told us what it is, there may have been an attempt to actually cover it up with makeup based on the appearance. And this bruise is in a spot that is not your typical bruising location from bumping a table or a door, but it is a spot where one would have an IV. Will we get a statement? I don't know. Should there be transparency, especially if you claim to be the most transparent administration in history? I would say the answer is yes. Thank you to the 111,000 of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel in the last month. Yes, 111,000 new YouTube subscribers. We are pushing to 3 million. Consider hitting the subscribe button. It really helps us a lot, and I will keep you apprised of our progress to 3 million. We will take a very quick break, and the show continues right after this. So many different VPNs reach out to me wanting to advertise on the show, and I always turn them down because most of them do not pass the sniff test. Most VPNs are all owned by the same big mysterious company. They log your internet activity so they can sell it or give it to law enforcement. And these VPNs are just out to make a buck without really protecting your privacy. The only VPN I trust enough to have as a sponsor is Private Internet Access. Our sponsor, Private Internet Access, is the only VPN who has proven multiple times in legal proceedings they don't keep logs of your activity. The judge ordered that PIA show user activity history. Each time they demonstrated they don't have the records. That no log policy is also independently audited by Deloitte. And PIA is also open source. So you can also see in the code that none of your activity is being logged. And you can protect unlimited devices with just a single account. Private internet access is giving my audience 83% off, which is just $203 a month, plus 4 extra months for free. Go to piavpn.com/Pacman. The link is down below.